now tuning in to the girl, Gemski TV.
If you ain't there, you ain't nowhere. Matter of fact, you ain't nowhere. Gemski TV, first and foremost, Slim Friend Gang. Gemski second. Bow. You already know it's your boy Myers Lansky. First and foremost, shout out to the Slim Friend Gang. We're at the 140, we're about the 40. 4 lines till I flatline Zubaro. Bow. I was rapping since I was like taking it seriously, like 17. I started battling a little after that, but it wasn't on camera, it was off camera. I could battle somebody like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It was just something that we did. If you knew somebody was nice, you would just battle and you show up to their block or something like that. It's just from the era. But battling on camera came with, I ran into Vague one time, President Grind Season, and he offered me Serious Jones. And it kind of went in one ear and out the other because I didn't know Vague that well. I didn't think how serious he was. But he ended up getting me into a tournament of a King of the Ring, and which was supposed to be like a branch off for the URL. And at that point, he knew he had something there, so he didn't give me or any other of the battle raps he had to the URL. We started our own little movement, and we just took off from there. I wouldn't say I should battle more often for like the fans per se, because a lot of people say, Lance, you should battle more, but I don't think the situations call for it, because a lot of the battles that be thrown at me, I feel not people are beneath me, but it wouldn't be a great matchup, and that's what you should do it for. You should do it for the views and who would clash better, not for just names. Because if that was the case, I would have been 3 years ago battling certain people on certain stages. But right now, I'll be busy doing a lot of things. Like you catch me hosting events, doing a lot of music. So I can battle when I want because I keep myself relevant. A lot of people have 16 battles, but they're known for 3. I'm known for all my battles because it's not quantity, it's quality. And that's what the Slim puts out all the time. So I don't really take the naysay from people say you don't battle as much as you should, because when you do get a Myers Lansky battle, you love it every time. Like I'm about to go out to Richmond, Virginia, and it's about to be stupid out there. So they got something horrible about to happen to them for just waking me up like this. So I understand the fans' point of view that want me to battle more, but I just look at it as when the time comes and it's right and the situation's right, I'm all for it. Yeah, I've been getting, honestly, I haven't really getting feedback from it, but I've been seeing a lot of comments, so they'll be like, he's a black guy with a mobster name or whatever. I haven't seen that early on, but I guess now that people are seeing my face more and more now, and I guess the names coming out more, it's more comments about it, but I knew what I was getting myself into when I took the name. This wasn't someone saying I want to be Al Capone because he was a famous gangster. First of all, Myers Lansky wasn't a gangster. He was in the mob, but he was strategic in what he did. Like he worked with Lucky Luciano, right hand to the mob. Like he was Jewish in the all-Italian mob. He died one of the richest men never to do 1 day in jail. It was extraditing him back to the United States, and he passed away on the plane. So his whole story to me was like, how he made this much money in a family that did not accept him, but they had no choice but to take him in because he was the money. He was the brains behind everything, and it has nothing to do with being black and white. It's like being smart, because he could have been Chinese. If I wanted to be Bruce Lee, I'd have been Bruce. Why? Because he was a master. Who wouldn't want to be a master? Who wouldn't want to think outside the box? So I didn't take it because he was a mobster. So that right there is like, I took the name because I felt the name fit, and I was already Myers, and a friend of mine, my name of Bully, put the Lansky behind, and we ran with it. But it wasn't something that was just there. I knew what I was getting myself into by taking the name. So that's why I chose it. I battled T-Rex, K-Shine, I battled Blind Fury on camera, Hell Rel, I battled Hell Rel. That was crazy, that was years ago. This is way before his deal. He's from up on Weeks Avenue, shout out to Hell Rel, Bronx native. And I was actually staying up there at the time, and somebody, my man Menace, knew me and knew him, and we ended up being in a building with a bunch of dudes I didn't even know, and they was like, yo, he's nice. And I was like, all right, they do know me, whatever, And this is like the whole no camera era. Like, this is just word of mouth. I rhymed for Lux. It's a true story. I was actually in the barbershop. My man Vin, they was in a group called the Aces, and what happened was he said, "Yo, you gotta hear Myers," and I rhymed for Lux. And true story, he goes, "He all right, beloved, but he ain't seasoned." And at that point, he was saying like, I probably wasn't ready for that stage. Like 8 months later, I had an on-camera battle, and he was trying to give me a Lions, and he was like, "Yo, man, you changed your style up, and you remember what I told you." And so I've got critique from people on and off camera of some people's favorites. No, I think it was his opinion, because there was a whole bunch of people that probably thought I was ready, but he was at the level to tell me that. So I took his critique before I probably would take someone else's. This is Lux. This is someone that took a 10-year layoff and came back on top. So I respect Lux. I know him personally. So I didn't feel any way about it. That was just his personal opinion about the situation. But I felt I was ready. I felt I was. I wouldn't. If somebody would have gave me a battle 2 days after that, I would have still took it. Even he told me I wasn't ready, I would still took it. But I understood and I respected what he said. It's definitely a difference, because as far as favorite, I'm gonna have to go with Millennium L's, because I actually battled him twice. You wouldn't battle someone twice if you didn't respect their craft and vice versa. My brothers Lim Dot and Bez was actually at this battle, front row and center with Rob. I battled Jay Parks, and my team was against me taking that battle due to the fact that he just died to Millennium L's. Nothing personal, shout out to Parks, he's an amazing rapper. But his last battle before me and him did it, he lost. So they was like, "Lansky, you just got crazy with L's, you shouldn't have to battle him." I said, "I'm gonna kill this dude." And that night, I felt like his bars was crazy. Like my second round, that's where the toss-up took. My second round, I felt like I heard crickets. I didn't have one real tough bar to me, because I usually have more reaction. So I'd say Jay Parks kind of surprised me, because I watched him lose easily to somebody I felt I beat. So I was gonna go in there and do the same thing. But I have to remember, this is like boxing and football. This is any given Sunday. Just because you knocked out this person doesn't mean you can't lose to the next person. Not feeling I lost. I just felt ball for ball, he did a little more than I thought he was gonna do.